Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin charts. So yeah, Bitcoin on the 4 hour. All we're currently doing is resting on top of this old resistance, currently acting as new support. We are, as you can see, we're getting pinned between this support and this downward sloping trend line for the top of the descending triangle. So yeah, we are gonna either have to break to the upside, break to the downside, or drift sideways. So that is some highly useful information there for you. But what I will say, as usual, weekend sideways price action is what I expect usually is what I expect usually, and yeah, that's pretty much what we've had. We obviously had this in Elon move on Friday, and then retraced that and then just traded sideways. So I guess there is no reason for the market not to wait until the CME is open, until the major market indices futures open, so we can kind of get a gauge of where we're going traditional market wise, and then Bitcoin can potentially decide what it wants to do from there. So obviously if we X out this price action based on manipulative Twitter action, we are still looking we are still looking like we are basically within well easily within this triangle, and if we lose this level here, this 33k level, it would look like we are going to come down and test this. And if we do come down and test this in the context of this larger formation, obviously we do know that the statistical probabilities that we basically break down to the downside. Let me just extend this down now. So yeah, we have got to obviously be aware of that formation that we've got going on, because yeah, that will get us down into mid 20s, mid to low 20Ks basically if we do break down from there, most likely. But yeah, obviously that doesn't have to happen. We are at a point here where we can turn this around. We can get basically above this trend line. We can get above this horizontal, and then we will be looking pretty good. We'll be looking good for test backups around 40k. Maybe then, if I want to get my crystal ball out, maybe then trade up around this area, and before I have a blast off to higher levels. So there isn't much obviously going on at the moment. It's kind of good that. It's not kind of good, but obviously that we're sort of digesting this information, and we are holding higher above this level. So we did kind of break above this, at least this resistance. We did break above this one, the trend line, and tap this one. But it's good to see us at least holding the first one, the main one that we needed to get over. Well, I say the main one, the first one we needed to get over. So yeah, obviously we've got to look at it in the context of this pattern. And I'm pretty sure the tether fairies will come to our rescue. So no worries there, guys. We are basically going up. But no, we just have to see what happens. And yeah, like I said, wait till major markets open, see how price action starts to get going next week. Because obviously we'll just quickly whiz over to stock market. Stock market's not looking too hot at the moment. So that could be a drag on crypto. So we have to be aware of that. If they're in Bitcoin, my favorite pairing, yeah, you can see we are basically back above here, back below here, in this little range here. So do we break back below here and come down, or do we break back above here and get back up? That is the question. So again, just trading sideways over the weekend. We're gonna have to see what we decide to do on Monday. Bitcoin dominance as a whole. Obviously that's just looking at Ethereum. Bitcoin dominance as a whole, which includes all the junk, is making its way basically back to the lows it was at, which is obviously good to see. No doubt being helped by the recent pumps in XRP. So yeah, I'm pretty certain the evil XRP army, which is basically bots and manipulators just manipulating their absolute junk coin upwards, are basically jumping on the back of this WSB thing, and trying to pretend that they are gonna come and pump XRP. But I don't think that is the I think that's the Wall Street Bets people. I think that's just impersonators and scammy imposters that are trying to pump their scam coin. which is XRP. So yeah, but obviously that is probably what is responsible for this actually getting back to its lows, whereas actually the Ethereum Bitcoin pairing has not basically got back to its highs. So yeah. Let's have a look at how did the DXY closed. DXY closed, I mean, it's still within this range. Still, yeah, not much to see here, just consolidation here. I would realistically be looking for a break above here or a break below there to give us the next trending move in this asset. Silver as well, silver looking good. As you can see, this is the more credible Wall Street Bets threat. I think the guys are smart enough to know that they could cause real havoc in this, and all they can actually do with XRP is just help out Brad and cause no havoc at all to anything ever. So I think this is partly why, like, I'm just pretty certain that they're not targeting XRP, and then maybe they targeted Doge, but that's because Elon tweets about Doge, and those guys love Elon. They don't love XRP. No one tweets about XRP of importance that those guys respect. But yeah, silver, they understand that they can probably wreck a lot of banks with silver. Yeah, there you go. So we will go back to Bitcoin. Oh, actually, just whilst we're here, Ethereum USD. I mean, this is how little I pay attention to it. I even forgot to get it on. In fact, it's not even Ethereum USD. That's Euro USD. Ethereum USD, though, look, you can still within its formation. Obviously, close to the bottom side, and obviously we've got this horizontal here. So we are kind of in a bit of a level. We'll actually draw a horizontal along here as well, a shorter time. Oops, what is it not? Is it not wanting to do this? We'll draw a horizontal along here. Come on, you can do this. Yeah, and we'll just move it back up to where it needs to be. Yeah, horizontal roughly on this is obviously shorter time frame one, so obviously we do lose a trend line. We could get supported here. We could start to look like we're trading a range rather than any of these other formations in like a box at these highs. But we'll just see. It will be important, as much as this trend line will be important. This horizontal, which obviously because it coincides with these recent lows, will probably have significance if we do break and close below. So we'll just get that in there. And yeah, so over to the stochastics in Bitcoin. Quick video this morning. Weekend sideways, not really much to say. Major market's not open, so yeah, quick video. 4 hour coming down, but looked like it could turn up. Maybe that could get us through this, because basically we are looking for something to get us through this level, up to this level, and potentially through that level. We don't really want to get rejected here either. We don't want another fake out. We want to get above and hold, which I think we could do. That would be my bias. Yeah, so 4 hour looking like it obviously needs to turn up at some point. 10 hours coming back down. 12 hour looking to turn back over, but currently pointing up still. Just daily has just gone AWOL. Daily pointing up. 2 day down, 3 day down, 5 day down, weekly down, bi-weekly down, monthly looking like it's turning over. So yeah, a bit of a mixed read. The higher time frames are a little bit on the concerning side, although I always caveat it with the fact that when we are in macro bull runs, I mean, stochastics can stay jammed up there, so those higher time frames can just stay up there and have a sorts of bullish reset as we trade sideways. So they're not the most concerning for the time frames that I trade. So realistically, I'll be looking for moves based off obviously the 4, 10, 12 and daily. And I mean, daily's still pointing up. 12 hour currently ish pointing up. 10 hour is coming down, and 4 hour is pointing down. But if that does turn back up, then it could maybe drag us through here, get that 12 hour and daily still powering to the upside, and get us power to the upside. So realistically, it's not the clearest read from these stochastics. I mean, again, we're just in sideways. We've had big moves. We are under this resistance. We're getting pinned here. I think we are waiting for a move. What I will say is, do I think stocks are just going to keep coming down a straight line? Maybe not. Maybe they're going to get a bounce here. People do like to buy them, remember. So we could get a bit of a relief sideways here before more potential downside. So that would probably aid aid our upwards price action in Bitcoin. But again, if that doesn't happen and we do just make a beeline straight for this next level, it's probably going to put pressure on Bitcoin. So I'm putting pressure on Bitcoin at this level, where we can then break below here, come down to here, and then break below here. It's not what we really want. But yeah, we're just gonna have to play it as the action unfolds. So yeah, hope you guys are having a good weekend. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks for listening. Remember, it's not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys later on today.